Hey guys, BX Brix back with another Lego Transformer review, and today we have a little special project that I just kind of threw together. I was inspired by some technology website. It might have been Techie Blog, and I saw that they built this little Tykes car life size for like grown adults to drive around, and it was like a pimped out one of those little Mini Cooper things. It was pretty cool, and I said, hey, I bet you I could turn that into a Transformer. So I did. And here we have Lego Transformers Tykes. Let's check it out. Okay, so here we have Tykes, which is just simply put a little Tykes car. I'll probably put some pictures at the end for you to check that out and see what that actually looks like. But most children have had this little play car in their lifetime at some point. And it's basically like, you know, you're supposed to sit the kid down in there and they're kind of like Flintstoning around, just moving it with their feet. And either they could actually steer, which I'm not really sure because I've never had one of these things as a child. Or, I mean, it'll come with like a really long handle kind of sticking out the back and kind of push the kid around in like a little shopping cart-like manner. So, I try to pay homage to that as much as possible. As you can see, we got the little steering wheel in there for the kids to kind of like, you know, pretend that they're steering around. Got the little happy face right there. This guy looks guilty of something. He's just like really happy that nobody knows that he did it. Got the little license plate right there. The little fake gas tank nozzle right there. The other little license plate. So I think it's pretty cool. I didn't actually make it big enough to fit a Lego person inside. I mean, I guess you could put the little baby thing in there, but then it'll just look like this huge actual car around the little, you know, baby stud thing. But I did try to make it, you know, as playable as possible. For weapons, let me just zoom out a little bit so you can see everything. I was like, all right, well, I want this thing to have a weapon. You know, this is kind of like my custom wheelie or something like that. It's supposed to be like a young Transformer. A lot of people online are calling it the young hot rod. I guess based on the colors and everything and how it looks in robot mode, which is pretty cool. But I'm like, I wanted to have a weapon, and you know, being that this is a childhood type of iconic toy, I wanted the weapon to be, you know, very similar, and something that was very memorable to me in my childhood was Super Soakers. These awesome, you know, pressurized water guns. They came in all sorts of colors and numbers and tanks, and you know, we had a blast with them as kids. So I designed a mini Super Soaker 100 to accompany Tykes. So just to give you an idea of how this is, it would have been really cool to make it a Target Master, but it wouldn't have been true to the actual gun itself. So this is pretty much a model of the Super Soaker 100. This came out back in like 90, 91 when I was a kid. And it comes with this little pump right there. So it does actually move up and down. Not going to do that too much because this is a family channel. These are the pressurized tanks and a second additional pressurized tank in the back, which I had to use an actual Lego head, but you can't really see the face too well because I hit it. So in order to put this onto Tykes in vehicle mode, this little stud at the top of the Lego head, you pretty much click on anywhere up here to the roof of the car, and you could, you know, shoot them up, bang bang, MGO style, you know. So it just kind of plugs onto the roof. There's really no other place to put it that made sense, so I was like, you know, I don't want to sit there and alter the build, the original build, but so much just to hold a little Super Soaker water gun. So on to transformation of Tykes. We've already seen that he rolls quite well. So to transform this guy, I actually have to move some of these pieces out the way. I've destroyed my Thundercracker to build other cool things that you'll see soon. Alright, so to start transforming Tykes, let me just zoom out just a little bit more. The first thing that you want to do is detach the base of these yellow columns right there. So just pop one up and pop the other up. Real simple. And then we'll just bend these out of the way for now, like so. Then you want to take these little pieces right here and totally break it apart at the same time. Just make them flush right there. And do it to where you don't break anything, right? You don't want to break stuff. Very good. And those are out the way for now. The next thing you're going to do is take these little doors right here and open them up, fold them to the back like that. Do that on both sides like so. We could begin picking the head up. About halfway up. Oh, make sure you guys can see all of that. About halfway up. That's when you want to actually turn the head around to reveal the face and pick it all the way up. And now you have Tykes' head. The next thing you do is bring out these legs and bring them down right there. Make sure you guys can see everything. I'm going to fold the arms out from the bottom like so, and then we can swing out from the shoulder in there without breaking anything, ideally. There we go. So the back of this, of where the arm is attached to right there, is on a 1x1 stud with studs on the opposite ends, and that's where the eyes are, right there. So we do the same on the other side, really quickly. These are new parts, that's why some of them are kind of stiff. So probably have to zoom out a little bit more so you can see even more of it. Once we got the legs up like that, we want to pretty much take the waist, and I believe this one is bringing it forward. So you want the ball, the top middle ball, pretty much facing that direction. So that way you can fold this up, fold it around right there, and bring it forward like that. And Tykes is almost done. From here we could take the arms, just flip them out at the elbow right there. Now we could separate the legs, which are held together by a little stud right in there. Then to get the little feet out, kind of get your nail in right before this white section right there, and that you can flip out the feet right there. And then we flip out the second foot. So for this part right here, little shoulder pieces, we're just going to fold these back. And the reason why I kind of have this uneven kind of design right here, so that it could fold up like so, as flush as possible, and then probably have to bring that in once again without breaking this part off. It's kind of at an angle, and then bring it straight back like so. So we'll do it again on the other side. We want to kind of bring this straight back, bring this in, move these a little bit. And fold those. Jeez. Like I said, very new pieces. Just fold these in. So that way, pretty much out of the way in robot mode. Maybe fold this one out a little bit more. I think what I had straightened these out a little bit. Yeah, this kind of makes sense. And there we have Tykes. Oh, pretty sure that there's heel spurs. No, those heel spurs are where they need to be. You just fold up the tires on the bottom right there. There you go. Awesome. So now we can zoom back in. Check out Tykes in his full glory. Probably zoomed in a little too much. There we go. So we can arm him up with his little Super Soaker 100. Just clip that in. That is super cool. So just for size comparison, zoom out a little bit more so I could put them off to the side. Who do we have hanging around the studio? Let's see, we got Fort Max right here. So Little Tykes is also, you know, within the deluxe scale of vehicles. I mean, he stands a little bit tall with his canopy in vehicle mode, but in robot mode, he's pretty much average scale with my deluxe. And here he is next to me, little minifig. So I thought this was pretty cool, nice little project to work on. I don't know if I'm going to release the instructions on my website or if I'm going to do something like maybe an instructional video. I'm interested in this, and we'll get an idea of where to put it. I guess it would make sense for me to kind of go over articulation, since this is like a new design and everything. So I mean, you can pretty much see all the ball joints, full 360, just under 90 degrees of elbow bend right there, nothing really at the waist. The head, of course, is on the T-joint, could do a full 360. The hips, they could bring the legs out like that. And of course, you have a more than 90-degree bend at the knee for transformation purposes. There is no like thigh / knee swivel, only because it's like a clip design for the back of the knees versus using complete mixels. Because I mean, I try to, you know, consider some people might not have a whole ton of mixels, even though there's lots of mixels and stuff up there. But I wanted to try to get into this a little bit more when possible. With the foot, pretty much just toe tilt up and down for balancing and stuff like that. Originally, this white grill wasn't there, and the clip could kind of like pivot back and forth like that for, like, you know, dynamic, you know, stands and stuff like that. I mean, you got like very little back and forth with the hip right there, but it's not really much worth mentioning. Got a bit of an ab crunch here. That's pretty cool. And then if you stretch out the little hip joint right there to where the ball is on top, then you could kind of have like a waist swivel as well. So that is Tykes. And this is BX Brix, thanking you guys for liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting, all that wonderful stuff. Just a quick little review. We got a ton of more videos on the way. We still got to get my instructor, because he is hanging out in this bag right here. Still hanging out from Brick Fair. Brick Fest. I never get them right, jeez. one of them need to change their names. Just, you know, Brick F something else. It's just not working for me. But do remember that I'm also going to be at Brick Fair, right? Brick Fair in Virginia around like the first weekend of August. So if you're going to be in that area, which is like the tippity top of Virginia, meeting Delaware and all that, swing by and check out my Lego Transformers. I might be doing a collaborative display. Huh? We'll see how that looks. So definitely, if you don't have social media, swing by BrixMediaStudios.com. I have instructions for all of my Lego Transformers. Not really the custom ones like this, but I have, like, you know, the standard ones. And I have feeds from my Instagram on my website. So for any reason you're not into social media, you don't want an account, not old enough to have an account, whatever the situation is, you could see all of my pictures from my Instagram on my website, and you don't need an actual account to see them. So you got that, my YouTube and everything. I have everything all inclusive on a website, along with really cool Lego shirts too, if you're interested. So definitely swing by, check it out. For this month, I have a sale going on. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but I'm giving like 25% off on all my instructions site-wide. I think the coupon code is J4J Brix, so it's just for June, Brix. You get 25% off of all instructions all the way to the end of the month, until the end of June. 25% off. You can't really beat that. So I will see you guys next time for the next review. Peace.